Hello, Precalc. I got a question about typing up some of the stuff in on your work packet and how you type it up on this free math app website. So I'm actually going to just go through problem number 2 on the work packet, and I'm going to go through this problem, and so that you can see how you can type it up, and so it's also free answers for you. So how I would like you to do this problem is, and I'm going to show you some other tricks as we go through this, is it's probably best to type the problem given out first in this. Sometimes that might not be necessary depending on the type of problem, but I think it would be good to do it on this one. So what I just did here is when you're typing in sign, you'll notice that this program recognizes sign. It goes from italics to not italics. And then I want a theta. Now you can go down here to Greek and you can go find theta, which is here, and press it. But if you don't want to click around, because often when you're doing this, it might be faster to just type and not reach for the mouse every now and then, you can do /theta, okay? And it'll actually turn into a theta. That is that's the slash that's above the enter. Okay, I'm going to go do equal 0.45. Again, I'm just copying the stuff over here that's already written out. Okay, so next line is when I want to take the sign inverse of both sides. So I'm going to hit enter and it repeats that line. Delete that sign. Theta is going to be equal to theta is going to be equal to sign, and then I'm going to do shift 6, which is caret, -1. Probably want to put this in parentheses. And you can see how I'm just using the line that it gave me, and I don't have to retype everything. Okay, so that's how you can do it to the power of -1 is sign inverse. It's not technically a power, but it works for the purposes of a word processor. Well, this isn't a word processor, but a program like this, it treats it like it's a power. Okay, so what I get from my calculator when I type sign inverse 0.45 in is 26.7. I'm going to do /degree to get the degree symbol rather than coming down here and finding it. It's in here somewhere. Under geometry, probably. Yeah, there it is. Okay. But you'll also notice that this is a rounded number. I rounded this from the calculator, so I don't want to use an exact equal. There's an approximately equal in here. I'm going to delete that. /approx will give you the approximately. This is my first quadrant solution because, and remember here, this is my my 0 to 90. 26.7 is between 0 and 90. Okay, so I'm actually going to go over here, quadrant 1, label quadrant 1. Now, if you type anything in here, it's going to naturally be italics, and the way you can avoid that is if you do the /italic, whatever letters, it will make it not italics. Now, sometimes if you try to put, like I can't type /angle because it'll give me the angle symbol. Some words it won't work for that, but if I want to type, for instance, the next line, I want to type I'm going to delete this /reference. Okay, see now I can type that up and it won't be italics, which it's fine if it is. If you want to just type up reference angle, that's fine, italics. But if you don't want it to be italics, you can do /reference space. Now, there's a bug. I don't know if it's a bug or if I'm just not using this program correctly, but if I hit enter, it actually deletes it. See that? You have to do /reference space. So you're doing 2 spaces, 1 space to escape, and then 1 other space, and then it won't delete it. Okay. If I do want to write angle, I told you couldn't do angle because it does that, but I can do /capital angle. It does not recognize that if you capitalize it. Again, hit another space. Make sure there's a space here between the last letter and what you do, and then it won't lose it. So maybe I'm not using this correctly. I don't know, but that's how I can avoid italics and also type words like sentences out. I mean, I wouldn't want to do a whole sentence like that because you have to do it for every word. But so reference angle, and then here I'm going to, don't be afraid to put some spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm putting 5. You don't have to put exactly 5. In Greek, there is an alpha there. I'm going to do slash alpha. Actually, you don't even have to do the slash for alpha. Some of these you don't have to do slashes for. You can just type alpha, and it'll make it an alpha equals, I don't know if theta's one you don't have to do a, actually you don't have to do a slash for theta. Oh, it would help if I spelled it right. Okay, so first quadrant reference angle formula is alpha equals theta. It's not letting me move this. Ooh, don't look at my other answers. Nice. So alpha equals theta. Hit enter. We're replacing theta with 6.7 degree. And then I'm going to delete the equal and slash approx. Okay. I'm going to do a new blank line because this new line is not going to use anything from before. We know that sine has positive solutions in 1 and 2. So we should have figured it out earlier or thought about that earlier. So I'm going to do slash 2 for the Roman numerals, colon, space, just so that they're not italics. Again, it's not a big deal if they are italics. I'm just showing you how you can use this program to make it look a little bit better maybe than what it will be. Yeah, make it look a little bit better, as close to what you want it to look like as possible. Know that not everything's possible, unfortunately, but this is the closest, the best solution I have found. So as you can continue to watch what I'm doing here to get an idea of how you can do it. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, I'm copying and just highlighting, Control C to cut, Control V to paste, just rearranging it, and then I'm going to just kind of line up the equal signs there, just for the fun of it, using spaces, and that's the answer for number 2. Okay, example number 2 typed up in Free Math app. Hopefully that answers the biggest things were how to do inverse of a trig function, use power, how to do approximately equal to slash approximately, and then how to use alpha and theta in here, and also how to write things that are not italics, even though it's fine if they are. If you type a reference angle on italics, that's fine. I'm just trying to show you what you can do to make it look more like what your paper has. So hopefully that helps. Thanks, and a good day.